And hello everyone, Do It Right Tech coming at you with another video, and today we are going to be sporting the Mac Mini 2012 again. Now this thing is an amazing beast. If you haven't seen my first video on this, I'll leave a link up there, so that way you guys can watch it and sort of get the facts on this. But basically, this Mac Mini is a 2012 Mac Mini. It's nothing special, except it is. So what we have here is an i7 2.6 gigahertz processor in this Mac Mini, the highest processor that you can get in that tier. So this is basically a maxed out Mac Mini. It has 16 gigabytes of DDR3 SO-DIMM RAM. Okay, so pretty special so far, but I mean, it's the highest tier Mac Mini. But here's where the fun gets. I should have recorded this. I'm sorry guys that you didn't see it. If you want a tutorial, I will demonstrate it again if this receives enough likes. But basically what I did was I went on to iFixit, okay? Great company, by the way, totally recommend them. And I went and bought their hard drive expansion kit. And that thing lets me plug in not one, but two 2.5 inch drives bays. It lets you do 2.5 inch drives to two things. So you know what we have in here? This thing came stock from eBay. I bought this for $350 in my previous video. I mentioned that off of eBay. $350 free shipping off of eBay. 16 gigabytes of RAM already came in it. The i7 already came in it, which I hope it did because, you know, you can't really upgrade those. But in this bad boy, that's all that came in it. And it came with a 1 terabyte 5200 RPM hard drive, which is mediocre, alright? It's nothing special, nothing good. In fact, it's below what most people would say is reasonable for 2019, and now even 2020, because that video was 2019. So basically, I'm going to be showing off what a 2012 Mac Mini can do in 2020. Is it powerful enough? And back to what I was saying was, so I upgraded it. I've got a crucial 1 terabyte SSD in here, 2.5 inch drive, as well as the stock drive for backup and extra files and stuff. So in a total, this whole small itty bitty unit, about this big, you can see it right there, it has 2 terabytes of storage. Now, the crucial SSD is super fast. It does an amazing job, boots this thing up in a real fast second or two, and I don't know if you guys will see it, but I may put a boot up right there, or if I'm too lazy, I won't. But if you see it, you'll see how fast it is, and that's what I recommend, because you have to make sure that you get these on the correct ones, because if you get it on the wrong one, there's different types of SSDs, as you know. You can get Kingston or Samsung, and for sure, 100% the crucial SSDs work. I believe it's, I can't remember the model number, but it's the first one that will show up, the newest one on Amazon. That's what you want to get if you're interested in expanding your Mac Mini. So that way you can have not one, but two dual hard drives or SSDs, which I recommend an SSD and a hard drive just because, you know, 1 terabyte hard drive, might as well use that. And the kit's only 20 bucks off of Amazon. Alright? And of course you don't have to put in a terabyte SSD like I did. You can put in like a 256 or a 512, it doesn't matter. But anyways, back to the video. So I have this hooked up onto our good old Dell monitor here. We're running it at, believe it or not, it doesn't say it here, but if we go to display preferences, as you can see, believe it or not, we're running at 99.88 hertz. And I'll zoom in on there. So as you can see, 99.88 hertz. That's insane, because, you know, normally we don't run it that high. 99.88 hertz is quite fast, and you can see it from here. If we just go, let's exit out of here. If we just go to our launch pad, As you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is extremely smooth compared to my MacBook Pro, which is much slower because it's a 60 FPS, 60 hertz display. And I don't know if you can see that because, you know, it's 60 hertz on YouTube, 60 hertz on YouTube. It scales down. And I'm recording in 1080p 60, so. But you'll see it's much smoother, especially in the eye, in your eye, in person. You'll see how buttery smooth it is. It is as buttery as an iPad Pro with Pro Motion technology. So really, I'll leave a link for this display. What I have it is to Thunderbolt 2 to HDMI. So, I mean, not HDMI, excuse me, it's DisplayPort. DisplayPort. So Thunderbolt 2 to DisplayPort. And also another thing was, which we'll get into later, because really soon, was I was going to look up and see if you can get an eGPU for this, an external GPU, which I thought was a great idea. I could plug in a Radeon graphics card or an AMD Vega 56 or something, or 64 or whatever, because I have a couple laying around. I just need a GPU, eGPU holder, okay, which is different. And that costs about like $200 from Razer. It depends on who you want to get it from. But you can't. It's a bummer. You cannot. You have to do a bunch of backwards stuff and use third-party applications to do it, and it just doesn't work. I was really hoping that it would, and I've researched it. I haven't tried it, so feel free to try it and tell me if it works for you guys. But I haven't tried it, and I cannot verify that it works. But I've read about it, and for a 2012 Mac Mini running on macOS Mojave, which is right on here, that's one of the reasons why the 2012 is so amazing, is because it's running on macOS Mojave, the latest version, which puts it as one of the oldest Macs in the whole Apple lineup to be running the newest software by Apple. So that's pretty cool. So again, I was looking for it, and apparently Apple's patched it or something, so you can't do it, which is quite a bummer. I was hoping that you could be able to run an eGPU on this, because really nothing's really slow on this. I mean, this thing is really snappy as can be, which I'll demonstrate in a second. I mean, the only problem is the Intel HD 4000 graphics, the integrated graphics on this. That's the only thing that I'd complain about. Which is still a great thing, because I'm running this at 100 hertz, this monitor, which I don't know how I did it. I don't even know how it's possible, because I read about it and it's only enabled it to go to 60, which is quite strange. Even on their Apple specifications page it says that. So maybe I just have some special unit. I don't know. Try it yourselves. Tell me if you guys get the same results as me. So now we're going to go into the video. I know that was a bit long, but first of all, great shout out to my commenters for recommending this video. I'm really thankful for the idea, and that's a great idea. Alright, so first of all, we're going to start off with some Premiere Pro, as well as some iMovie renders, and then we're going to get into some light gaming, such as Minecraft and others. So let me pull up those, and I'll be right back. Alright, we just finished up with Geekbench 5. As you can see, Mac Mini 2012. We got 668 single core and 2514 multi-score core. So, pretty decent for a Mac that is 2012. That's 8 years old now. 8 years old. That is absolutely insane. Kudos to the Mac Mini. Let's give it a hand. But we're not done yet. Now we're going to do some real testing with some Premiere Pro and Photoshop benchmarks, as well as some Minecraft. So let us move on to Premiere Pro now. Alrighty, so here we are in Premiere Pro. We're going to, we're going to be taking our original Mac Mini video for some nostalgia here. It's M4V, and as you can see, if we get info, it's in 4K. So we're going to be doing it in 4K. I scaled it down to 1080p because it just is a pain to edit with, but we're gonna just do a 4K video test if you were going to be handling 4K on this, just to see how it does. So first of all, let's check the speed of our SSD. Pretty fast, all right. Let's drop the media into the timeline here. And here we are. We're looking at it at 1/2, so let's look at full, okay? Mute the audio. Let's see if it'll play it. And we are playing, as you can see. This is pretty nice. Fans aren't ramping up, surprisingly. So, how about scrubbing? Scrubbing is really good, surprisingly. Partly because this is with Premiere Pro, and Adobe recently sort of, what is it called? Made it more compatible. I'm drawing a blank here. Made it more compatible and sort of fixed it up a bit so that way it's much more effective, as you can see, and much more efficient with the Mac Mini. Like here, look, I don't even have to take the Mac Mini out to show you guys. I mean, here's a reason why I have it. I mean, look, you got all these ports. Thank you, past me, for showing you all. But you can also look at my other video. I love that SSD, my gosh. SD card reader. Just pop it in the camera and you're done. No struggle, no hassle, no looking for dongles, no nothing. It's right in there, right done. And you have USB 3. I mean, what can go wrong? And Thunderbolt 2. I just wish I had Thunderbolt 3 USB-C. That would make this boy right there amazing. But other than that, I really recommend this. So let's continue with this. Really, there's nothing really going on here. Sure, you can add, like, let's say we wanted to add some text, alright? Like, hello. Okay. So, and then here we can zoom in here on our timeline if we wanted to stretch our hello out. Oops. This is not a tutorial on Premiere Pro. Let's say we wanted to make it a little bit longer, alright? So there we are. We got our hello. Look at that. And now let's say we wanted to edit this. Uh-oh, we're getting some beach balls. Effects controls, thank you. Text, thank you. Alright, now we can do it. We did get a little beach bubble, and that's partially to do because of our CPU is multitasking, doing graphics card work and processing work. This has 6 megabytes of cache, it's 2.3 gigahertz, 3.3 turbo. It's really good. I even reapplied some thermal paste onto it. If you guys want to see a video on that, hit me up. I can show you how to disassemble this and put new thermal paste, because believe it or not, thermal paste will definitely help your performance, because on these older machines, if you're going to buy one off of eBay or whatever, on these older machines, you definitely want to upgrade the thermal paste via new Arctic Silver or Noctua or whatever. But don't go for some crummy one, alright? So let's say here we want to go with, I don't know, some marker felt, alright? There we are. Marker felt looking pretty nice, you know? Not that bad at all. That's looking all good. Let's say we want to make it bigger, alright? Or center. How about we want to make it center? Let's make it center here. That's not center. Apparently I don't know how to center, but whatever. But anyways, that's the point. So, make it wide or whatever. Alright. We got it in marker felt. That's the main thing. And by the way, this video is going to be edited on the Mac Mini, so don't roast me for it being bad quality. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, there we go. We have a nice graphic thing that says hello. Alright. Let's see here. Let's say if we wanted to, I don't know, speed or duration. Alright, let's say we wanted to make it faster. Or we wanted to reverse speed. Oh, let's make it just faster, alright? Let's make it, oh, how about we make it slower? That'll take some. Let's make it 60% slower. Alright, As you can see, it just made the timeline humongous. Just made it 13 minutes rather than whatever. But anyways, all we're gonna do now is we're going to, I'm sorry if I'm making this a tutorial on Premiere Pro, don't tend to do this. And now we're gonna just do that, no comments, blah blah blah, output name, yeah, looks good, yeah, users, yep, video codec, yep, Apple ProRes, yeah, rap source, yeah, we could do it 4K, let's do it 4K, why not, because we are amazing people, we're gonna do 4K. And we'll do it QuickTime, or we could do it H.264. Nah, we're not going to do it. We're going to do QuickTime. QuickTime. Let's go there, and it should be on our... There it is. I can't see it through the camera. With audio. Yep, not without audio. Looking good. Video quality. You see it's 4K. Frame rate. Don't you dare be scaling down on me. We're doing 4K 60. Render at maximum, and let's export. And whoa. An hour and 12 minutes. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon. Trust me, it's going to take that long. Because I would have known how it feels when I edit on this. So, word of advice, do not edit on a Mac Mini like this. Alright? I mean, it's just basic understanding. Do not edit on a Mac Mini like this. Alright? Don't edit on a Mac Mini. In 4K, especially. Now let's say we were doing it in 1080p. I've run tests on this. I'm not going to show it to you because I don't have a 1080p video on me. For some reason I only shoot in 4K and then render down to 1080, which is a bit stupid of me. But anyways, if we wanted to render down into 1080, it would take about the same amount of time, give or take about 15 minutes, if you want to say that's the same amount of time. But you can see, we're doing it really slow. It's chugging along. This thing is as hot as a Rebel's pistol. So, word of advice, don't do editing on a Mac Mini 2012. In fact, don't do editing on any Mac Mini. I don't even think the 2018 Mac Mini will do this. No sir. No sir, no way, no how can it do this. So, I call this test I just had a tongue twister moment. I call this test done, nullified, finished, finesto. Move on to the next test. Alrighty, here we are in Photoshop, and here we have a nice picture that I took of some nice aspens on a hike. Pretty nice aspens. So let's say here we wanted to put some text or whatever. I have no doubt that this can run Photoshop, but because basically a potato can run it. My MacBook Air 2011 could do it. 4 gigs of RAM, an i5 CPU, and it was a low-class i5. No kidding. Alright, oh, that is dark. Good grief. Let's change it to light. Alright, my hiking adventure. I don't think I spelt that right, but point being, there we are. My hiking adventure. Alright. Not gonna matter, don't criticize me on this. Let's blow it up to about 90. Oops, not 73. 90 pixels. That's not doing what I wanted it to do. 90. There we go. Let's move this over here. And that's way too big actually. I'm used to using different ones. Let's go 72. That is still humongous. 60. Sorry guys, I am very sorry. 42. Alright, there we go. My hiking adventure. let's say we want to put some blending options here. We want to put some bevels and textures. Oh yeah, those are nice textures. Oh yeah, that's very nice. How about some gradient overlays? Let's see what we got. Blues. Yeah, let's go with that. Our gradient overlays working. That's nice. All right. Blending. Oh, that's good. Alrighty. How about we have a stroke too? Why not have a stroke? I mean, who doesn't like a stroke? My hiking adventure. I actually like that. That's pretty nice. Except I do not like Myriad Pro. Oh, we're having a freeze. Oh, now we're not. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, let's do some emojis, huh? Nice X's all over there. Let's do that. That looks rugged. American typewriter, doesn't it? My hiking adventure. Perfect. Take this down to 38. 38. I did not mean to put a dash. 38. 38 for Pete's sake. 36. Fine. There we go. Alright. My hiking adventure. Pretty classy. Pretty nice. My hiking adventure. Excuse me. Alright. Photoshop is a win. So guys, if you want to do Photoshop, I would highly recommend this. Of course, I am not a Photoshop professional by any means, as you can tell by my amateur Photoshop things. I merely make thumbnails on this. I have not done anything. I'm sure color settings would work just fine. And I'm sure color correction would work just fine. Because generally Photoshop isn't that heavy. I would recommend this for Photoshop. If you're doing Photoshop or things like that, it's good. If you're doing 1080p videos, it's okay. I have worked on 1080p videos on this before. It's okay. Expect your time to be a little bit longer. You will not have lags, but it will definitely be longer rendering just because you don't have that GPU. Alright, so let's check out our last benchmark, Minecraft. Alrighty, here we are in Minecraft. We're gonna just create a new world. Let's call it Mac Mini is my fav. Alright, creative, because why not? We could do amplified. But for main purposes, let's just do regular standard, nothing special. And I'll show you after this world generates what our settings are. We have everything on maximum. Don't have shaders, don't try shaders on this, because I have tried shaders on this and it doesn't work. Even on lagless shaders, it's very laggy, which I'll show you just for the fun of it for like 5 seconds after this. So as you can see, we're in the world. It looks like there's a nice village over here. Let's see what our FPS is. 54, 44, 39. You know, it's okay. The fan's ramping up again. I don't know if you can hear it, but pretty loud. Doesn't sound exactly like a jet engine, but it does enough. Alright, here we are. Render distance isn't that far. Graphics is fancy. Brightness is bright. Clouds are fancy. Particles all. Basically, you have everything on. Max frame rate unlimited. We're not stuck on VSync. Anyways, VSync's 100 FPS. But as you can see, we're hovering around right there. If you can't read our FPS, we're hovering right around 30 FPS. And that's mainly because of our graphics card. Our really poor GPU is 8 years old. I mean, even dedicated GPUs that are from 2012, mid-range and low-range are just not really set up. And that is the only reason why I'm testing Minecraft only. I would test more games like Fortnite or things, but it's just really a waste of time for both me and you. As you know, Minecraft is quite relatively low demanding. It's not a exactly high demanding game. Oops. Meant to press function F3. It's not a high demanding game. Alright? And the fan is rocketing off. Alright, I've had this Mac Mini for a long time. Had it since last July, so about a year now, exactly almost a year. And it's a great Mac for writing, browsing the internet, and your low-grade video editing for 720p and 1080p that run around 15 minutes long at maximum. Would I recommend this as a video gaming machine? No, unless you want to just plan on playing Minecraft at like 50 FPS, which is very playable. If you want to play Minecraft on a great 27-inch monitor at 1080p, 1% lows are about 28, it looks like, which is quite rarely 1% low, meaning that it's 1% out of 100, so 99% it's not hitting that. And running around, this is dipped down to 29 there, but running around is no big deal. So sure, if you want to play Minecraft, if you want to play some nice retro games or something, go ahead, have fun on it. It's not going to blow it up, it's going to be great. The fan is quieted down now, it's not rocketing or skyrocketing out of the building here, so that's good. As you can see, it's pretty relatively nice. Would I recommend this with a higher end monitor? No way. Please don't go out buying a 1440p monitor. 1080p is the maximum this can handle. In fact, you can't even run 1440p, I believe, at 60 FPS on this. I don't think so. If you can, then my fault. But I know for 4K, for a fact, you cannot run it at 60. Only at 30 or like at 27, 26 FPS. One of those retarded numbers. I don't get why they name it like that. So, again, to wrap up the video, basically, I love it for writing. It's an amazing thing, especially with my Magic keyboard, Bluetooth, and my Magic mouse, Bluetooth again. It's a great system, great low-end budget if you're simply wanting to get something that wants to write things. Do Photoshop is great for this. Run Photoshop all you want, have fun. Don't do a lot of video editing as you saw before, just please don't. 4K video editing, no. 1080p video editing, maybe. And 720p video editing, have fun. But really, try your best. I'm going to suffer through editing this video on it, but at least I tried. And at least it works. It's a great computer. It's by no means a potato that I would call it, but for an 8-year-old computer of this size, it's amazing. You can upgrade the RAM. It's upgradable. You can upgrade the hard drives. They're upgradable. Almost everything is modular. Power supply goes bad, you can upgrade that. Even the logic board is so easy to pull out of this thing. It's really easy, and I just love it. How amazingly simple everything is, which is why I strongly recommend the 2012 Mac Mini for any user that is looking for something that is nice, modular, fixable, and very ergonomic. Something that you want to write documents, have a nice monitor, repairable, and have the option to upgrade the monitor or whatever. Choose your monitor, and lots of other things. Basically, writing documents, browsing the web, listening to music. This is what I use for my research papers at school. It's a great computer. It never freezes up that 2 terabytes of space. You can use it as basically a NAS server, or your home server at all. You know, your network server, you can use it as that if you wanted to. Pick it up for $250, upgrade it for like $60, throw in the new hard drive, a new SSD. If you want to go dual style, go ahead, upgrade it to at least 8 gigabytes. 16 gigabytes is a bit overkill, especially on this unit. I don't think you'll utilize it all, but at least 8. 8 is what I would recommend. The bang for your buck. Especially out of a computer this age, that's the bang of your buck. So, again, thank you for watching this video, and go check out a Mac Mini, see if you can pick one up. I know there's great deals on eBay right now for Mac Minis. I've seen quite a few. So, once again, stay safe, guys. I hope you do all great. Like and subscribe the video, and stay safe and stay cool. Goodbye!